Hi YouTube, my name is Alethea and this is not my first video that I've made for my channel, but it is my first video I am uploading. I'm going to talk about that in a second and why that is, but first I want to thank everyone who is clicking on this video, who's watching right now, who's going to share, like, dislike, comment, whatever it may be. Thank you. I am going to say that I'm not making this video, so as a disclaimer, I'm not making this for political clout. I'm not making this video to get a bunch of views and followers right before I actually start kicking off my channel for what I want it to be surrounded around, which is lifestyle things, beauty and health. But I'm making this because this is something that I'm very passionate about and I want my personality to shine through my channel. And to me, this is something I'm 110% okay with putting out there and incorporating into my YouTube channel. So that being said, as a disclaimer, please do not see me making this video as something to benefit myself. This is purely to help spread knowledge in a simple, fast, and easy to listen, easy to watch, accessible way. So I'm going to be linking everything that I cite, refer to down below in the description box. I'm also going to be incorporating many resources for Missouri because that's the state I live in, as well as just the United States as a whole that you can look into to use your voice and to advocate. So as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about recognizing your white privilege, whether you believe it's real or not. This is just an educational video that I'm going to be using to kind of use my voice, and hopefully I have an audience that will listen and will push them to educate themselves more. So I'm going to start right in, and I have my iPad here, and I want to start with number one. And the website I'm looking at right now, cnbc.com, and this is written by Courtney Connley, and I'm going to be putting her credentials down below. I'll be putting this article down below, and this is what has kickstarted me to want to get a base level discussion going on here in this video. And I say base level because I could talk for hours about this, but to keep it simple, to keep it educational and effective, I'm not going to do that. So the first thing I want to say is recognizing your privilege as a white person. So recognizing also means understanding that it's real. I am going to try to be so non-biased with this, but it is essential that you recognize you have a privilege among others, especially minorities. And no, I'm not saying that because you are white, you don't have to work hard, you get everything handed to you, and that everything is easier for you to access. That's not at all the definition. Please don't tell people that's the definition. You are giving a very bad and negative connotation to the word, and that's inaccurate. So what the most important thing to understand talking about white privilege is that the color of your skin makes things easier for you to do in life. And if you need some examples, I'll give you a couple now. So obviously we all know what has happened to George Floyd is awful, and it was a murder. I believe, as well as others believe, if that was a white man that was getting arrested, I don't think his life would have been taken. I don't think he would have had a knee in his neck for minutes on minutes, and I don't think he would have lost his life. I can also talk about this when it comes to the story of Emmett Till. I can make that example relevant when I'm talking about Trayvon Martin. And I think not only are these happenings unfortunate because it's a black person, also the justice that follows it is not equal. So recognizing your white privilege in the world around you is very important, but also recognizing it in yourself. So for me, my white privilege makes it apparent to me that I need to advocate not for myself and because I'm white and I should, but because I want to make the world around me better and fair, to the point where I don't have to feel like I'm always having to advocate for other cultures because they are so oppressed. And I say that because it's saddening to me that we are in the year that we are in, I'm the age that I am, and this world, specifically America, is in the state that it is in right now. I feel like it's only my obligation as a citizen of the United States to do that. If you're someone who feels very patriotic, who loves our country, who loves the idea of fighting for our country, I don't see why you have any reason to not be fighting for Black Lives Matter or any minority issue. Recognize your privilege, recognize that it's real, and no, it is not demeaning to you as a white person. That phrase of white privilege, the phrase of Black Lives Matter before all lives matter, and any other phrase that can go along with recognizing white privilege is not demeaning. Please know that. So not only is recognizing your privilege very important, but also educating yourself, which I'm not going to touch too hard on this because that's an obvious. Please educate yourself. Please reach out to resources, attend a protest, a walk, an event, whatever it may be. Listen to people speak. Listen to the educated beings that have studied the racial inequalities in this country and minority inequalities and oppressions speak. There's many of them out there. I will link some videos, and I say educate yourself with the utmost respect for everyone who has the courage to admit they are not the most educated on this situation. And I say this situation because racism in America is real. So please recognize that and educate yourself. Please reach out to me. I will help you educate yourself. I will make a Google Doc. I will have conversations with you over the phone. I will text you, communicate with you. I will not look down on you if that's something you want to communicate with me about. Please do. Please do. The third thing I want to talk about is checking in your current environment, and this is kind of a different spin. So the article that I'm reading from right now says check in and speak up, but I'm going to say check in on your environment. So checking in on your environment not only means recognizing your household, recognizing your group of friends, recognizing values in maybe a partner, but also in your college setting, your work setting, anything like that. If you're from Missouri and you have been watching some of the things going on with the colleges and the students that go to college, if you don't know, I go to Missouri State, so some of the issues that have been happening at Missouri State are being called out, and I think it's great, and I think it's awesome that it's happening on a lot of other campuses in Missouri. That's something that I'm doing to educate myself on what's happening on my campus, because that is my academic setting, that is my home away from home, and that is where I spend most of my time at, other than at home for summer. I encourage you to do that. Check in on your environment, check in on your work. If you are surrounded by people who think that privilege in this country isn't real, people who think that Black lives do not matter and that it's all lives before Black lives, if they think that Black Lives Matter has different motives than what it does, and you know what that stands for, and you know that you stand with it as you should as a white ally, then educate them, speak up on it, check in on those people in your environment, because you could be making a difference just as what I'm hoping I'm doing speaking in this video. The next thing I want to touch on, and probably the final that I'm going to rant about, is understanding that your silence is approval. And that is the fourth thing outlined in this article that, again, I will be linking down below so you can get all of the references. I'm not reading to you exactly what it's stating. I'm simply using it as a checklist and encouraging you to read this article as well because it's great. So your silence is approval, and I've always believed in that. I was taught that, I preached that, and I practiced that. And that's something that I will always stand by, encouraging others to stand by as well. And I'm not saying just because maybe your political views, your views on human rights isn't the same as someone else's that you don't have a voice, but I am saying use this list of things that I just read to you, spoke to you about, to check before you speak out on an issue. I do that with myself. Any tweet, any Snapchat, any Facebook share, I'm thinking about how am I connected to this? How is this connected to my environment that I'm checking in on? How am I using my voice? Am I educated on this? And is this something I want to be silent about? If the answer is no, that I don't want to be silent about it. Yes, I'm educated. Yes, I'm checking in on my environment, and I want to make sure I'm using my privilege as power. And when I say that, I mean I'm a white woman and I'm using my privilege as power, because white privilege can be so powerful, but it can be so dangerous if people don't use it in the proper ways. As we can see with the issues going on in this country right now, it can be more so dangerous than it can be powerful. So use your voice. Do not remain silent. Do not think that this is another blowover topic that's happening in this country. This is a movement that has been going on for a long time, and it is gaining more and more clout, as it should. And I'm hoping that after you watch this video, you want to use your voice on this. And this is very brief. This is very basic. I brushed over the surface of what I could have spoken about in this video. And I really, really hope that everybody who's watching this enjoys this. I hope it has made you excited to continue to involve yourself, or to start involving yourself in the education of minority oppression, of Black Lives Matter, and of your white privilege, and of your friends' white privilege, or your surroundings around you. Do they have privilege, and are they using it to advocate? Because that is what I want you to do. That is what I think will make changes not only in the world, but especially in our country. So I do want to thank you again for watching this video. I'm pretty sure my phone's about to die, and I'm very excited to get this out to you guys. And please reach out to me about what you'd like to hear me talk about next. I do want to re-emphasize, if you've made it to the end of the video, seriously, thank you so much. I do want to put my disclaimer out there again that my channel is not just going to be videos like this. I want to incorporate lifestyle, health, and beauty videos, but again, I wanted to make this video first because I'm so passionate about what's going on right now, and I want to help spread the advocacy and the want to have a voice. Thank you again so much to everybody watching. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Within the next couple weeks, I'll be posting some of the videos that I discussed a few seconds ago. Until then, I want to put this out here so I can hopefully use my voice to evoke other people to use theirs. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, give me some love or some hate, whatever it may be. Share this, comment, reach out to me, and I really hope everybody watching this uses their voice for what they believe. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video.